Hello everyone, my name is Ivrahim Palmenco and my topic is about rehabilitation for our presentation, Highway Maintenance and Rehabilitation. Part 1. Rehabilitation. When the road surface condition becomes poor or defective by worn or damage due to aging, weathering, and the action of road traffic, rehabilitation or resurfacing work is needed to restore the pavement surface to the required level of service. Here, we can see the most common types of damage that affect roads and pavements. We have cracking, potholes, and road rotting or depressions. So, cracks on roads can form due to the forces applied by the turning or braking motion of vehicles. This may also arise from improper mix ratios of the concrete itself. Potholes are holes in the roadway that vary in size and shape. They are caused by the expansion and contraction of groundwater after the water has entered into the ground under the pavement. And rotting can be caused by lack of compaction, insufficient pavement thickness, and weak asphalt mixtures. So one of the methods of rehabilitation is resurfacing. Pavement resurfacing, also known as an overlay asphalt overlay or pavement overlay, is the process of installing a new layer of asphalt over existing pavement, wherein the new layer is generally 1.5 to 2 inches in depth. For step 1, prep work, sections of the concrete pavement or road are marked with paint in order to identify which parts are to be resurfaced, as well as to indicate the presence of underground utilities or other unknown important facilities. After identifying which parts are to be replaced, the marked sections are then removed to prepare the affected areas for the new concrete. The new concrete is then poured onto the formworks placed by the construction workers, filling the molds entirely. As an optional step, the installation of a subdrain may be included depending on the original subwork. Once the concrete has dried, the surface is then smoothed or flattened by the use of a milling machine or vehicle. Parking restrictions are also placed during this time in order to prevent delays or complications during the milling process. Existing manholes and catch basins are then raised in order to match the same level as the new pavement. An oil product is then applied prior to paving. This oil helps the new asphalt pavement stick to the surface of the new concrete. This also ensures that there is minimal seepage of moisture under the surface of the new pavement. After oiling, a new layer of asphalt is then applied, and sometimes more than one layer of pavement may be required to make the pavement level with the gutter. Finally, any damage caused onto existing properties by the resurfacing process are then repaired. This includes the placement of topsoil and sod, and the new area is cleaned up, removing any signs or barricades used during restoration. Another method of rehabilitation is reconstruction. Pavement reconstruction is the process of installing both the subgrade asphalt layer as well as the top pavement overlay layer. When there's extensive damage or alligator cracks, it is more effective and usually cost-efficient to completely reconstruct than to do an overlay. Basically, reconstruction follows the same steps and principles as resurfacing. The only difference is that in reconstruction, there is the added removal and reinstallation of the subgrade layer. Aside from resurfacing and reconstructing, there are also other important rehabilitation or restoration works that are done during highway maintenance. Among these include number 1, replacement of defective joints, number 2, repair of spalled joints, number 3, substantial pavement work, number 4, reworking or strengthening of subbase, number 5, recycling existing materials to improve their structural integrity, number 6, adding subdrains, number 7, improving shoulders, and lastly, removing and replacing deteriorated materials. So basically, rehabilitation is just another term for restoration, and in this case, the restoration of roads and pavements that have degraded due to damage. And such damage may be caused by mechanical wear, corrosion, moisture, or even natural calamities such as earthquakes. Next, we have objectives for road rehabilitation. Number 1, to improve the smoothness of the road surface. For number 1, the reason behind this is that smoother roads often last longer, They're safer, they cause less wear on vehicles, and highway maintenance costs are a lot less compared to other roads of different quality. Not to mention, they are also more comfortable to drive in. Number two, to extend the pavement life. So probably one of the most important aspects of rehabilitation is to promote the effectiveness of roads and pavements. That's why it's very important to maintain the quality of each road so that it can provide years of service during its lifetime, effectively both saving money and time. Then, number three, to improve the skid resistance of the road. Skid resistance is an important pavement safety evaluation parameter because poor skid resistance can lead to skidding accidents or result in inadequate braking distance during emergency, which often may lead to loss of life, damage to property, or serious injury. For number four, to construct the sections with poor foundations. Constructed pavement foundation layers often have isolated areas of poor quality that are believed to contribute to localized pavement performance issues. That's why it is important to properly integrate sections with unstable or poor foundation conditions. And lastly, number five, to improve the drainage facilities. Poor drainage is a traffic safety risk. Water may accumulate on the road like ponds, and accumulated water creates a risk of aquaplaning during rain. A wet surface also reduces friction, which leads to longer braking distances. So, existing drainage networks should be cleaned regularly and extended to receive the maximum flow rate if possible, and proper maintenance of the drains and drainage system can prevent clogging and other unwanted effects. So, efficiency is the quality of being able to do a task successfully without wasting time or energy, while a rating of something is a score or measurement of the quality of an object, idea, or action. Efficiency rating simply refers to the measurement or the quality of work done in order to complete a task. And there are five factors that affect the efficiency rating. The first being the rating of sufficiency. The rating of sufficiency is a tool that is used to help determine whether something that is structurally deficient or functionally obsolete should be repaired or just replaced. It considers a number of factors such as cost, reliability, and efficiency, and is ultimately the basis in deciding which projects are either continued or terminated. Next is accident data. Accident data or statistics include a record of road crash statistics and can be used to help identify hazardous driving locations. In doing so, distinction is made between accidents based on accident experiences and accidents based on the specific geographic or physical features of the location. Then we have skid tests. The device used in skid tests measures the frictional resistance between a rubber slider mounted on the end of a pendulum arm and the surface to be tested. This provides road engineers with a method of checking the resistance of wet and dry surfaces to slipping and skidding, both in the lab and in situ, helping to prevent unnecessary accidents that may occur due to slippage. And for number four, maintenance report. A maintenance report is a document that contains specific information about past maintenance actions and their effect on costs, assets, and business performance. In general, maintenance reports are used to track KPIs and performance indicators which are identified as worthy to follow. And lastly, we have public comments and suggestions. A public comment or suggestion is when a person or organization provides written or verbal feedback to a group or agency to share insights on measures in development under consideration, proposed for adoption, or under maintenance. Public opinion plays an important role in the explored impact of general interest on relevant topics and helps contribute to our awareness about the possible misgivings present within society, which very much includes road safety and maintenance. So this ends my discussion on part 1 of rehabilitation. Thank you all for listening.